Been a busy guy. My hands have been full with Gabe, so I haven't been able to come and check out the new mural here at Future Nina. Eagle powers. Now I know that Bob, the preacher from St. Thomas Church, says that the Holy Spirit is kind of like GPS for the soul. But the best analogy that I've ever come up with for the Holy Spirit, I didn't learn from any gospel or any street teacher or any afternoon special on the television. It's from a movie called Nacho Libre. And eagle powers. Eagle powers. There are so many beautiful artistic renditions of eagles doing their thing in Nina. And I don't think that's a coincidence at all. I think that's another miracle. There are eagle statues everywhere. We are the Rockets. That's Nina's mascot. But I'm tempted to write the city and say, hey, we have all these eagle statues everywhere. We have all these beautiful hints that maybe, just maybe, rockets are good. Is it time for a change, Nina? No, people don't like change, and that's all right. I'll get over it. So I'll keep my little eagle musings to myself. Eagle powers. I feel touched by the Spirit today. I've talked about this dark alley so many times on the internet, and eventually it was bound to happen. I was going to run into Big Mike from Future Nina here in this dark alley. Well, it didn't happen in the dark alley, but it happened inside Future Nina. They sell stickers to promote Nina. They're $1 a piece. So I always come in and buy 2 of them for a $2 bill. And I gave one of my stickers, the big ones that says kindness has no limits, to Big Mike. And told him, hey, 5 years from now, I'm hoping if I hold the course, and Gabe and I are true to ourselves and everybody else around us, and especially true to the Spirit, that sticker is going to be everywhere in Nina. And it's going to remind us, after this disaster, to keep this sense of fellowship, this sense of brotherhood, this sense of neighbors going long after all the damage is cleaned up, after all the buildings are fixed, after the city is made whole. When you break your bones over and over and over again by doing crazy things like running full speed into a wall, you get these micro breaks in your body and your bones grow stronger and stronger. My bones are very dense. Nina's bones are going to be more dense after this. That is a certainty. And the kindness, I hope the kindness remains for generations and generations to come. Snow, row, row, row your boat. That's my song. And I know my dad up in heaven is like, all right, peace out. He listened to that simple song I just played 10,000 times probably when I was in the back seat of the car of a station wagon with wooden panels called the War Wagon. He wants nothing to do with that song because he's heard it so many times. But I just made another memory today here at the Nina Public Library, and I got to make a new friend today. I got to run into Hong, who is just my favorite person that works at the library. She gave me a hug. That makes me very happy that someone that's about 4 foot tall and weighs 80 pounds feels safe to give this big stinky man a hug, because my hat smells so bad. There's a gentleman working here on the computer, a table down. He can probably smell it. And if it,
It's okay.
Hey,
It's
I'm trying.
Than inside. No,
Yes,
good.
yes.
Fascinating.
So sorry about my stinky hat, sir. I apologize. I've been working hard trying to clean up the island, and my hat stinks. But that's what it's all about. When you stink to high heaven at the end of the day, that's why they call it stinking to high heaven. It's never my goal to make anybody uncomfortable with my videos in person. Truth be told, I know that anybody that clicks on one of Gabe's dad's videos at random from the demographics that I see, they watch the videos for all 10, 12 seconds. Because there is nothing really entertaining about a middle-aged, bald scholar writer sitting on a bench writing poetry. People ain't got time for that nonsense. There's other things that they'd rather be watching with their free time on the internet. I respect that. There's no currency in the world more precious than time. Once again, anybody that's made it this far, 1 minute into this video, what the heck are you doing? Why are you watching this video? Well, 1 in 3,788 people have an answer to that question and would look me in the eye and respond with an answer. That's who I make these videos for. Ben Franklin? Ben would watch my videos. Ben would read my letters. Ben would take interest in my poetry. I know that. Grandpa Bob and my dad have told me so. You know, I don't pray much to Ben Franklin. Usually I just pray to my grandfather, and I pray to my dad now that he's up in heaven, making sure that when I put on my shoes, I'm walking the righteous path of virtue. I went in and talked to Hong, the librarian, and I talked to another librarian and made a nice memory with her. And I asked her, I said, do you think Nicole, the director of the Neenah Public Library, would mind if I made a video outside here on the Honorable Mayor Carpenter's Walk of Virtue? There are stones under the balcony here proclaiming the chief virtues. Scholars and stoics and teachers and sages, well, they have a lot to say about the chief virtues. And so do I. I think when you look at yourself in the mirror, hopefully the person staring back at you is a virtuous and righteous and good person. It's going to rain soon. I can feel it in my bones. So my dad and Grandpa Bob say, is it really worth the trouble to pull out the sidewalk chalk and write the poem? We all want to be safe and warm. Thank God the worst is behind us. Now we're stronger after the storm. Feel the power of true kindness. Would the world be better for a few seconds? Because I think the rain could start any time now. Maybe. But I think I'm going to save this one and write it another time in another place. Because I want this one to be read by the one person that needs it. There's a homeless guy named Billy. I just ran into him. He said he lost his house in the tornado. I don't believe him. I think he's just, pulling on heartstrings because usually homeless people don't have a house to lose. So, but I gave him $2 bills anyway, and I said to him, Bill, $2 cannot buy you a house, but when you reach in your pocket and pull it out, I hope that it makes you feel better and know that the kindness behind it is genuine and true. The video I want to make here at the public library, it's kind of like American Bandstand. I just got done playing some music on the xylophone. I don't think anybody would give that song a 10 out of 10 on American Bandstand. It's kind of childish and simple. But how would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 on the chief virtues? This is a shout out to the random lady that I made super, super uncomfortable at Shattuck Park. There was a young child being tutored, and from what I could tell, that child had special needs. I didn't get a whole lot of exposure because, hey, I'm a big scary guy in a stinky stocking cap, and they probably felt uncomfortable with me being there in the park, which makes me a little bit sad, a little bit. So, but anyway, I asked a lady that was watching her child be tutored if she had a hair tie in her purse, because ladies, well, kind of like a gentleman's toolbox, they always have everything that you need at any given time in their purse, in their handbag. And sure enough, she had a hair tie for me, and I told her I gave mine away. It's kind of random that a bald guy needs a hair tie, but I like putting a piece of sidewalk chalk with a $2 bill and a message of kindness in this drawer here at the statue of Thomas Jefferson. And I've been doing that a long, long, long time. But this is the first time anyone has ever used the piece of my sidewalk chalk that's been left in the drawer to make a little bit of art on the sidewalk in front of my main man, TJ. Now, Thomas Jefferson doesn't get as much publicity as the other presidents, the other dead presidents on currency. I know the leader of the free world wants to put himself on the $250 bill to celebrate our 250th birthday. Is the leader of the free world, our president, a dead president? That's a rhetorical question that I think people should consider. There are things worse than death. But anyway, somebody left me a tip. TJ, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to take this dime. A dime is what, 1/20th of a $2 bill. Your buddy down the street, Ben Franklin, says a penny saved is a penny earned. So I'm going to see if I can turn this dime into a quarter, turn that quarter into a 50-cent piece, turn that 50-cent piece into a dollar, and so on and so forth. I don't know if there will ever be a $250 bill with Donald Trump's likeness upon it, but it would be pretty amazing, pretty wild, pretty unique if I could convince someone to trade a $100 bill for a $250 bill. The person that does that would have to have no attachment whatsoever to the concept of money. I don't know what Thomas Jefferson's finances were like. I'm guessing he wasn't a billionaire in his day and age, but there are a lot of people in places of power where this, and only this, is what truly matters to them. And to those people, well, I don't say thanks. To those people, I say, my videos are definitely not for you. I've been thanking a gentleman on Facebook each and every day for putting up a Bible verse. I can't help but stumble upon it as I walk through my path in life, and it feels like a refreshing, ice cold Dr. Pepper in the middle of the desert. I have asked the people at City Hall if they mind if I use the council chambers to talk, to work on public speaking. And they have no problem with that. And most of the times when I go in there, the room is dark, the room is empty, but I'm never alone. And I feel that with every fiber of my being. My son, Garrison, if I had a nickel for every time he's used the phrase, I'm bored. Well, I don't think I could rebuild Nina and Menasha, but we could definitely donate something to help the cause. A lot more than $2, that's for sure. I've never been bored, and I've never, ever, ever been lonely. I wish everybody could feel like I feel, just for a day. Kind of the way I wish that I could feel the way my son Gabriel feels, just for a day. Does Gabriel feel lonely? Does Gabriel feel scared? These are things that I want to know. One of the things that I want to do with the gifts that I've been given is bring kindness into the world and take away as much fear as I can. It's kind of a hard job for me. I think maybe as I grow older and I grow more feeble and less able-bodied, and I'm less of a threat to anybody. I'm just some old stick man walking around with a cane, walking into churches, council chambers, basketball courts, and speaking from the heart about how I want to make the world a better place with kindness. People might take me more seriously because, hey, what's that old man with the cane going to do? How much trouble can he get into? Today I met Big Mike at Future Nina for the first time today, and Big Mike is a big guy. He's a gentle giant, no doubt about that. But my heart and my instincts told me that in that brief meeting that we had at Future Nina, he was uncomfortable with me. And that, I felt that. I felt it. As much as I feel this pulpit, as much as I feel this bottle. I went to Shattuck Park and saw a tutor teaching a young child with special needs syllables. Captain America. They were doing the tap with the syllables. Iron Man. That sort of thing. I walked up in broad daylight to the mom watching the tutoring and asked her for a hair tie because my hair tie was gone. I gave it to somebody. She dug in her purse and gave it to me, but oh my gosh, she was 10 out of 10 uncomfortable with me being there. And I felt it just as much as I feel this pulpit, just as much as I feel this bottle. So I believe that God makes men what they are. I believe that with every fiber of my being. And I bet you there was a twinkle in his eye when he made me. And he's whispering to himself, this is going to be a lot of fun. And I'm so thankful for God for making me the way I am. I try to make myself better each and every day. It's part of my character. I think that's the secret of getting it done. There's a lot of people running around doing good things here at St. Thomas Church. And I don't want to film any of them, so I'm just kind of pointing the camera up at the steeple, which is pointing up to where Grandpa Bob and my dad are hanging out right now. I know my grandpa is probably hunting. My dad is probably playing golf. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be coming here into Menasha, rain or shine, to find my way to where the risen men hang out. I'm not so bold as to believe that I can put my sticker on the City of Menasha sign, but I have no problem putting it on the telephone pole. So if there are 18,576 people that want to pick that sticker off and throw it in the trash, that's the least I can do. That's the least I can do. It sucks when bad things happen to good people. But I know that Nina and Menasha are both going to be stronger after the storm is gone.